After a season full of disappointment and injuries, the Milwaukee Bucks' future was put into question. With what seems like a regression from both Dame and Middleton, and inconsistent play from Lopez and Portis, many have taken the Bucks off their Tier 1 contenders list for the NBA championship, and with good reason. With a defensive rating of 115.8, best for 19th in the league, and a net rating of plus 2.6, best for 12th, it seems like the Bucks had lost the plot. But with an offseason that has gone under the radar, the Bucks have firmly repositioned themselves as one of the top caliber teams in the East, with their shrewd free agency signings and hopefully some internal development from their young guys. Before hopping into the video, I want to disclaim that I won't be talking about AJ Johnson or Tyler Smith, the two rookies the Bucks have drafted, as they probably won't be spending too much time on the court this season unless something drastic happens. Getting into the first signing I want to talk about, DeLon Wright is the type of player that the Bucks have desperately needed since trading away Jrue Holiday, an all-defensive caliber guard. They tried to slot Malik Beasley in this role, and it was clear that this strategy was not working, as Beasley hasn't provided much defensive resistance or pressure in his career so far. With DeLon Wright though, the Bucks have brought in someone who is a darling in beat ball index's perimeter defense metric, with aids across the board including passing lane defense, pickpocket rating, and steals over 75 possessions. These tell us just how great DeLon is at creating turnovers and reading the defense to pounce on the opposing guard's mistakes and turn them into a transition opportunity. With this team being spearheaded by two fantastic transition players in Giannis and Dame, this can be an invaluable asset to the Bucks and their chase for East supremacy. To reinforce the idea that DeLon is an awesome defender, crafted NBA scouting reports showcased that he ranked in the 96th percentile for deflections, the 98th percentile for regular adjusted turnovers, the 96th percentile for relative personal fouls, and for crafted DPM, an amalgamation of many standardized defensive stats that give a broad idea of the capabilities of a defender. He ranked in the 90th percentile for all defenders in the league. So not only is he great at creating turnovers, but he's also great at creating deflections and not fouling, two traits that can be huge when facing the gauntlet of guards the Bucks have to face in the East. You can see his defensive prowess in the film as well. Here, DeLon Wright is guarding Donovan Mitchell. He's nice and low in a defensive stance, getting ready for the Jarrett Allen handoff. He gets skinny and maintains pursuit of Mitchell without fouling, using his arm to stay attached. With Kispert in the gap and Gafford in the drop, one of the best pull-up shooters in the league goes to his shot, but DeLon reads this perfectly and provides a great contest, leading to a Mitchell miss. You can also see it here. DeLon is on Malik Monk, one of the league's best sixth men. Sabonis is getting ready to hand off the ball to Monk. Monk stunts to try to freeze DeLon, but once again, he's in a nice and low defensive stance and reads the action perfectly. He sticks with Monk around the screen and makes a rear view contest at the ball, leading to a block. In regards to his offensive fit within the Bucks, DeLon is a competent enough offensive player. He is a solid passer who can hit teammates for open shots most of the time, and although on low volume, he did shoot about 37% from 3. With the spacing a Giannis and Dame-led team provides, his offensive impact can be even bigger than most might think. He shot 41.2% on catch and shoot threes, though it was on 1.1 attempts per game. To continue being a game changer for the Bucks, Wright has to be more willing to shoot these wide open threes with confidence. The more he can take advantage of a team keying in on the Bucks' three-headed monster of Middleton, Giannis, and Dame, the more the Bucks' offense can flourish. Moving on to the next signing, Gary Trent Jr. is coming off a season where he averaged 13.7 points on 42.6, 39.3, 77.1, and 54.8 shooting splits, all marks that should help and increase with him being added to the Bucks. A stat that showcases just how great of an addition Trent Jr. is this stat that NBA University on Twitter found, which states that Gary Trent Jr. led the NBA in wide open three-point percentage this season at 51.3% on 228 three-point attempts. With defenses keying in on the Bucks' big three, Trent Jr. provides immense value as an off-ball shooter who can cash open threes at a high clip. Here, you can see Dennis Schroeder slashing to the paint, drawing multiple defenders, something that the Bucks' big three will be doing often. In Milwaukee, Trent Jr.'s job will be simple: to stay or flow into open spaces on the court, because when you're the best wide open shooter in the league, you can punish defenses by just being in the right place for passes. This next clip re-emphasizes my point. Here, Scotty Barnes makes a bounce pass to RJ Barrett. SGA goes for the steal, but misses, and it creates a driving lane on the baseline for Barrett. It forces Chet to come protect the paint, but it also catches Josh Giddey ball watching. All Trent Jr. has to do is flow to the wing, and that's 3 points out the gate. He also provides some on-ball creation that can be vital from the bench as a former 18 points per game scorer. It wasn't in the most efficient manner, But within these bench lineups, I can see Trent Jr.'s efficiency and overall value to the team go up. Here, Emmanuel quickly passes the ball to Trent Jr., who is being guarded by arguably the best guard defender in the league, Alex Caruso. But after that, Trent Jr. makes quick work of Caruso as he maneuvers to his spot and hits him with a mean step back that Caruso is too slow to react to, hitting on net. In this next clip, Trent Jr. is being guarded by one of the best young guard defenders, Deuce McBride. He uses a screen to get to the elbow where he decelerates, catching McBride off guard. He then floats into that familiar step back, and same move, same result. There is room for concern on the defensive side for Trent Jr. As per B-Ball Index, his D-LeBron was a negative 1.47 and defensive box plus minus was a negative 1.40, as well as his crafted NBA defensive profile mostly being an up and down roller coaster ride. The Bucks shouldn't expect Trent Jr. as an elite point of attack defender or even a good chaser. What the Bucks should expect is effort and quick hands that can cause turnovers. This can help the Bucks' transition offense be even more potent than it already is. Overall, Trent Jr. will be an amazing catch-and-shoot option off the bench to provide some juice in perimeter isolation scoring, as well as turnover creation, which can only help boost the Bucks' offense even more. And for $2.6 million, that's all you can ask for. Finally, let's talk about the 6'6" wing Taurean Prince, who could be a key contributor off the bench for the Bucks. Prince might have gotten a bad rep this season as one of the Lakers' scapegoats, but he still provided a 39.6% three-point percentage on 4.6 attempts. Most importantly, I think he can provide real perimeter deterrence in this Milwaukee defensive system. The lack of wing defenders for the Bucks have been glaring, and with Prince, they're getting someone who graded out as an A perimeter isolation defender. Off the bench in a more limited role than he had in LA, Prince can be a great connective piece within the Bucks' defense and can at least provide a little bit more resistance than any wing defender the Bucks have had in recent memory, which with such a potent offensive game can be just enough to push the Bucks ahead in the championship power rankings. We can see Prince shine on defense here as he guards one of the greatest scorers ever in Kevin Durant. Here, KD does a great job of getting the ball to the baseline, as it'll make it harder for Prince to guard him. But when he pushes off to score the baseline J, Prince does a great job of sticking with him and contesting without fouling, as it leads to a block. We can also see it here as Prince starts out on Jaime Jaquez. He absorbs the screen from Bam as he goes over the top and uses his hands to stick with Jaquez as he's behind him. It forces Jaquez to be funneled into the help of Anthony Davis, and he gets smothered by both AD and Prince as it leads to a miss and Lakers ball. The Bucks have now created a team that can make life easier for both Dame and Giannis, surrounding them with solid veterans such as DeLon Wright, Gary Trent Jr., and Taurean Prince, but also some youth with Andre Jackson, who has flashed some serious defensive upside, especially in the playoffs, AJ Green, who's an exceptional movement shooter and solid defender in his own right, or MarJon Beauchamp, who can become the prototypical 3-and-D wing with some on-ball creation and solid defense that the Bucks really need. With this addition of talent and in-house growth for the Bucks, nobody should be surprised if they become the best team in the East and the 2025 NBA champions. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate the watch, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Bucks offseason. I'm CTG, and I'm out.